Okay ba kayo?
Yes!
Oh, I want to know who my audience is, so please bear with me. So, sino po dito ang anak ng seafarer? Okay. So, karamihan on this side. Sino dito ang mga kadete? Kadete tawag sa inyo, di ba? Ng MAAP, right? So, kayo, hindi kayo nag-raise ng hand. Taga-saan kayo? So, this is Jill. Sino dito ang asawa? Ayaw pa pala. Kayo ay? Kadete. Okay. I see the women. Kumusta kayo? At saan po ang mga asawa ng seafarers? Meron din po. Ayun. Okay. So, meron din tayong faculty from MAAP. Ayun, meron din. Mga MAAP graduates din kayo? Hindi naman. Okay. So, good afternoon everyone. My name is Pia. I think some of you know me. I have been to MAAP. Nung buhay pa mo si Captain Oka, I was his special guest. Pero, baka nakagraduate na siguro yung batch nun, ano? I think that was around 2005. So, baka nasa barko na ang mga nakilala kong kadete doon. Anyway, so my topic is freedom and youth, no? I think it's a very good topic kasi karamihan ng ating kabataan ngayon, napakalaki ho ang inyong freedom, no? I guess in every generation, sasabihin talaga ng magulang, nung panahon namin, hindi ganyan. Kasi kahit ako, pinagsabihan din ako ng tatay ko niyan, no? But I can honestly say na talagang malaki ho yung jump. Meron ako akong binabasang libro. It's a book about American history, and yung title niya is something like the 5,000-year leap. Kasi parang in a span of 50 years, parang ang laki-laki ng technology and improvement in our facilities that are available to us, no? I guess sometime when I was a kid, that was the time pa lang na ini-invento ang computer. And at that time, ang isang computer is hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of pesos. Hindi accessible yun sa bawat tao. When I started my career as a lawyer, kulay green pa yung screen namin. Can you imagine? Tapos yung print na parang luminous screen na parang black and white, pero hindi black and white. And now my own children have their own laptop. So, ibang-iba yung technology. Dati, yung boyfriend ko na pinagbawalan ako ng tatay ko, kaya naintindihan ko yan, hindi ko naman ako contact yun by cellphone dahil wala namang cellphone. The next time I'll see him is whenever may pasok ulit. Unlike now, my children are in touch with their friends by the minute. In fact, hindi ko, just so parents po, gusto ko rin i-share yung aking philosophy on the use of internet. Hindi ko pinagbabawal sa mga anak kong internet. Kasi tinitingnan ko nga, sabi ko, pag nag-aaral, dapat walang Facebook and Twitter. Unfortunately, the reality is, doon sila nagko-communicate with their classmates. Dati, kung may question ako sa homework ko, magdadial ako ng telepono, yung dial pa namin yung gano'n. Nakakita pa ba kayo mga bata ng telepono na di gano'n? Magdadial ako ng gano'n, ng telepono, and tatawagan ko yung best friend ko, tatanungin ko yung explanation ng homework namin, ano? Now, my kids, wala pang 5 seconds, sasabihin nilang, hey dude, what's our assignment? Something like that, no? So, hindi ko naman masabing parents, hindi natin basta-basta pwedeng sabihin na bawal, huwag kayong maganyan. Kailangan, let's open our minds, naintindihan natin, how do our children communicate nowadays, di ba? Tama naman din po yun, nasabihin natin na, you can use it, but I have to trust you. I have to trust you that you will only open your Facebook if meron kang valid na question related sa school. Hindi ka pwedeng nag-games dyan. And if you violate my trust, then I will take that away from you. Di ba? I think that's fair, di ba? Sa mga youth, sa mga parents, it's very important for us na very clear yung rules natin. Because at the end of the day, tayo ang nagdi-define ng freedom ng mga anak natin hanggang sa umalis na yun sa atin. Unlike in other countries, kahit beyond 18 years old, nakatira pa rin sa atin mga anak natin, di ba? I'm sure many of the students of MAAP, hanggang wala pa kayong trabaho, saan pa kayo uuwi? Hindi sa magulang nyo rin naman, di ba? And as respectful Filipinos and youth, we have to always show them that respect as long as nakatira tayo sa bubong nila. So we have to follow their rules. So, I know we don't have that many parents here, but it's very important for me to stress, and by all means, the young ones, communicate with your parents. Educate them then on the values of the technology that you are using. Kasi minsan, feeling naman din ng parents, text ka ng text dyan, di mo ako pinapansin. Katulad nyo, mga kadete, siguro minsan lang kayo makita ng nanay nyo. And, well, sino po sa inyo ang merong tatay na seafarer din? Meron ba sa inyo? Wala. Ikaw. Ayun. Oh. So, tama ba ikaw? So, second generation ka na. Tama ba? O baka third pa. Second. So, I'm sure some of you have grown up also without a parent always there, di ba? And it's not easy. In my case, hindi naman nasa ibang bansa ang magulang ko, pero my father, for those of my generation and older, you probably still remember my father, the late Senator Rene Compañero Cayetano. Hindi naman siya OFW, hindi naman yun mahilig lumabas ng bansa, pero he was a very busy man. So, to a large extent, may pagka semi-absentee father siya nung bata ako. Kasi kumakayod pa binubuo pa niya yung kanyang profession. So, a lot of time, I spent more with my mother. And it took a while na ma-develop namin yung personal relationship namin. Pero yung father ko was very strict. So, siya naman yung nagdi-define ng freedom sa amin. And to a certain extent, as a teenager, nahirapan ako doon. Kasi yung understanding ko of my freedom, ang definition ko of my freedom is very different from my father's. Kasi he grew up, teenager siya in the 1940s. And teenager naman ako in the 1980s. So, alayo nun, di ba? So, yung definitions namin medyo iba. It so happened, yung nanay ko po is, Amerikana. Hindi naman siya liberal na Amerikana. Actually, yung nanay ko, probinsya ng Amerikana. Pero in that sense, yung kanyang lifestyle, medyo iba ng konti. So, mas okay mas sanay siya na may mga ligawan, mas normal sa culture ng Amerikano yun, di ba? Sa tatay ko, bawal na bawal yun. So, it so happened that in my family, meron akong balance between my very conservative and strict father and my mother, who was not liberal na walang pakialam sa akin, Kaya lang very close kami, parang ko lang siyang ate. So, madali ko nakikwento sa kanya yung may naniligaw sa akin, merong may crush sa akin, meron akong ayoko, hindi ako nahihiya sa kanya. Unlike yung tatay ko, takot ko lang, di ba? So, naging maganda yung balance ko. But I feared my dad for many years. Until, siguro around college to after college, dun kami slowly mas nag-bond kami, and siguro mas nagkaroon din siya ng trust sa akin. Kasi na rin ako, naging 17 na ako, naging 18, 9, kasi pumasok ko ng college, I was only 15. So siguro, kaya ganun yung kahigpit, ganun ang higpit niya sa akin, kasi I was only 15 years old in college. Pero ako naman, ang definition ko ng freedom ko was like a 17 or 18 years old. Kasi lahat naman ng kaklase ko, 17 and 18 years old. Kaya, I mentioned this because it's very important na nadi-define ninyo kung ano yung definition nyo na possibly naiiba dun sa parents nyo. Or, I would think in some cases, hindi pa nga kayo nakatira sa mother nyo. If your